Hello again. Hey, Fireagate Mark here. So, what's high-grade fire agate? High-grade fire agate is stuff that has at least three colors, distinct colors, or it's got, rare colors. You can't really see it when it's dry, so when you get it, you take and you put it in water and you soak it for a while. And after about half an hour or so, then with magnification, here, let me zoom in, you can start to look at it and see what's available. And if you look from different angles, you'll see how the colors are layered or stratified throughout the agate. And there's different ways of carving it. My favorite is contour carving, where you follow those bubbles and those valleys so that you maximize the color. I know some people that have had success with using wheels and such. That's not my preference, but I know it is successful. So all of these were inspected under magnification. There we go. And when they're dry, you really can't tell. But like this, you see this little color hint on the outside? You see how the agate flows. Likely, it continues throughout the agate. So that's probably more of an imperial fire agate. That light blue, teal, green. And this, once it's dry, I promise you might not even look at it twice. I didn't stage this. This was a blind grab. Here we go. See that valley in the middle? Look at the size of that rock. Oof. This one has got some beautiful layers. Color right on the top. High-grade fire agate. High-grade Aguascalientes fire agate, or hot waters. This is probably some of my favorite stuff. Green, purple, yellow, blue. This stuff. And I'm going to post a link to so that you can pick some up. We're doing quarter-pound lots, or 4-ounce lots. So what's a quarter pound? If you go with a bigger rock, let's see. That's about 4 ounces. I always weigh them heavy. I try to have a good mix so that there's some medium size, some smaller size pieces. But I want to show you what's possible. Oof, beautiful. And again, this was just soaking for a little while. All right, let's do this. Without knowing what's in there, let's look around. Let's zoom out. I've got to see what I'm looking for. I'm looking for something that's going to be the right size so I can start and finish it fairly quickly. Oh, these stackers are fun. Look. You can actually see the color right underneath that thin layer of chalcedony. It's crazy. Yeah, let's do this one. All right. This is my next beginning to end project. So this is part 1, carving high-grade fire agate. Yeah, there's some mud fields, but you know, you never know what you're going to wind up with. This is the beginning. You can tell it's nicely stacked. I didn't stage this. I just picked dry. So let's get carving. Okie dokie. I'm not treating this the way I would with the normal rock. Well, the way this is set up, there really isn't a whole lot of host rock. I can break that off. And that's really what high grade is. The color is right on the surface or close, easily accessible. There's a lot of it. And so this one I'm actually going to adjust the sides in the back really quick. This isn't normally how I'd start, but I don't have to find the color anymore. Sorry about the noise. Check it once in a while. Alright, I got an initial shape. Alright, so now that the initial shape is decided, and that can be altered at the end, let's see, you kind of map out the stone and figure out what your next few cuts are. I can see there's a dip. We'll see how that turns out as we grind into it. We may have to take all that layer off to get to the color. It may start coming off quickly, who knows. It looks like it had this, yep, it looked like some of this had chipped off at one point. You can see there's different layers that have fractured off. Those can be blended, or those can be taken off to come to a uniform color. It's kind of a choice thing. So I'm going to use probably a medium grit sintered bit to get rid of this and to kind of just gently expose some of this. Once you get down to the color layer, as long as you're using light pressure, between 1.5 and 3 ounces of pressure, and you're going fairly slow, your speed would probably be about between 4 to 8,000 RPM at the most. Then you can kind of slowly work your way down. Medium grit is going to be ideal. Fine grit would be fine too, since you're right on top of the color. I just want to kind of define everything. I wanted to let you know that if you're looking for paste polishes, tools, sintered bits, anything, Kingsley North is going to be a fantastic, reliable source. I'm going to put a link to them in here. They have everything. They do have wonderful selection of polish, sintered bits, hand tools, everything you can imagine. So they're definitely worth checking out. Okay, let's get to the grinding. Alright, sorry for the noise, and sorry for the distorted voice. I'm going to be wearing a mask. You should definitely wear a mask when you're carving. Be careful while you're doing it. Alright, here we go. So that's as much as I want to do with a medium grit sintered. I might work with a couple different smaller bits, trying to get into the corners. I think I might pull out some of the dental bits to get a little bit further down, but I'm done for the day. It's been a long day. And don't carve when you're tired. Don't carve when you're angry, emotional, sad. If you are, try to put yourself in a good headspace. Otherwise, it's going to interfere with your carving. You're going to grind down too far. I've experienced it way too many times. But this can be really nice and tranquil, a good way to kind of center yourself and balance yourself. And so if you'd like to see more videos, let us know. Or you can like and subscribe, and that lets us know. And it is free to do both. And we'll make sure to be putting out more content, more tutorials. If you have any questions, you could reach us at fireagatemark.com. Again, I'll put a link up to the high grade that we have, and you can check it out there. Thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful night, and we'll be back soon. Take care.